Governor Wolf, Senator Costa, Mayor Peduta, Mr. Mayor-elect, honored guests, we stand outside a building that, alas, has become the symbol of anti-Semitism in America. But we will not let that be what Tree of Life is about. It is because of friends like you, Governor, that we are poised to become so much more. It is indeed fitting that today is the last day of Hanukkah, a holiday that recalls the struggle of a minority community to maintain its right to live and worship as Jews. Hanukkah means rededication, and that is indeed the journey that we are on. You may recall, Governor, that you and I first met on that fateful evening of October 27th, 2018, when you came to Pittsburgh, specifically to the Squirrel Hill JCC, which was serving as the central site for our community. I saw you in the hallway and walked up to introduce myself. While I cannot quote verbatim what you said to me, to the best of my memory, you told me that you were not there to be in the spotlight or draw attention. You were there to see what you, as the governor, and the entire state of Pennsylvania could do. What did we need? What red tape could you help cut through to get us what we needed quickly, and to contact you at any time? I was impressed and continue to be impressed with your quiet strength and dignity. You made it clear that evening that you had our backs and have continued to do so these past 3 years. Together with the Pittsburgh Holocaust Center, with your support and the support of so many others, through Remember, Rebuild, Renew, we will transform this site that has been marked by horror and the H word into one full of hope, remembrance, and education. A beacon not only to Squirrel Hill, nor Pittsburgh, nor Pennsylvania, nor the United States, but to the world. While we hope that people will be moved by the magnificent structure that Daniel Libeskind will design, even more so, we will create a place where people will be moved by the beacon of light that emanates from Tree of Life to the entire world, demonstrating that out of this horror, we have created a source of inspiration to all who seek it. Governor Wolf, you've given Tree of Life a very generous Hanukkah present. Your timing is impeccable. On behalf of our entire community and all who share our vision for this brighter future, I want to thank you for your leadership. One of my favorite quotes comes from Anne Frank, who herself suffered the pain of anti-Semitism and died because she was Jewish. She wrote in her diary, "Look at how a single candle can both defy and define the darkness." As we mark the 8th and final day of Hanukkah, we thought it proper and fitting to share a Hanukkah gift with you as well, Governor. If you'd please come up. It is my honor to present you with this Hanukkah menorah, in Hebrew called a Chanukiah, in recognition of your leadership, compassion, and how you modeled resilience. May you continue to defy the darkness and bring more light into the world. And if I may, it reads on the bottom of the inscription, presented to Governor Tom Wolf in recognition of his leadership for Tree of Life and Remember, Rebuild, Renew. And as you can see, it is a Tree of Life.
Thank you. Let me just say, I do have a gift band, so I am proudly accepting this on behalf of the people of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Now, we don't light Hanukkah candles during the day, but I invite you, Governor, to stand with me as we offer a blessing which the Jewish people recite only on special occasions. And it is one that we recited when Hanukkah began. It is known in Hebrew as the Shehecheyanu blessing, yet it is universal in nature. We will never forget the beautiful 11 lives stolen from us on October 27, 2018, nor will we forget the incredible love, comfort, and resilience demonstrated by our community in the face of H. I invite you, Governor Wolf, to recite this blessing in English, and then I'll recite the same in Hebrew. Governor.
Praised are you, our God, sovereign of space and time. Grant us of life, for sustaining us, and for bringing us to this moment.
And we say in Hebrew, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shehecheyanu v'kiyamanu v'higiyanu lazman hazeh. We all say Amen. Governor.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Rabbi Myers. I really appreciate your giving me the chance to return. And I want to thank you also for the hospitality, your kindness, your many kindnesses when I came. As you know, I was here, actually was campaigning that day in Western Pennsylvania, so I was here while the incident was still going on. Then I came back a few days later, and throughout the whole time, you were a wonderful host, and I appreciate the kindness in that tragic, tough time for you. But this is something that we need to remember. What happened here, this unspeakable tragedy, it's just awful. It's good to be back, to remember, but it is a solemn, it is a somber moment. You were kind enough to give me a tour, and it brought back the sadness and the tragedy of that day. Thank you for doing this. It was a difficult day for all of us, most difficult for you, and that having you give me the tour was a difficult thing, but I appreciate it very much. So as we all gather today to honor the memories of those we've lost, we also reflect, and as the rabbi said many times as we were walking through here, reflect on our hope for the future. This synagogue and the Tree of Life community are an important part of the Squirrel Hill neighborhood here in Pittsburgh. And in the wake of that tragic day, if you'll recall, all Pennsylvanians came together in solidarity to support the Tree of Life and the greater Pittsburgh community. Today, the Tree of Life community is working to turn this space into a welcoming place of reflection, of education, and most of all, of healing. One that will serve not only the Tree of Life community, but all of the people all across the Commonwealth and all across the world who come here. The Tree of Life is undertaking a project to remember the past, to inform the present, and promote healing for the future. And I am so proud to support the community's efforts to reimagine this space, to create a welcoming place for residents, for visitors in Pittsburgh to reflect and to learn and to grow. So I'm here today to announce, yes, it is a Hanukkah present. My administration is providing this project with $6.6 million in state support through the Redevelopment Capital Assistance Program. And I want to thank Senator Jay Costa and Representative Dan Frankel, especially for their support of Tree of Life and for this community. It's great to join all of these community leaders, community members, community advocates here today, all of you, who are turning this space of tragedy and pain into a space of hope, a space of remembrance, and a space of education. Again, I am proud to support the Tree of Life community as you continue to remember, rebuild, and renew. So thank you very much, and now I'm proud to turn this over to Senator Jay Costa. Jay.
Thank you very much, Governor. For over 150 years, the Tree of Life has been rooted here in Pittsburgh, as mentioned by the Governor, and also the broader Western Pennsylvania community in our region and across this country. And as we prepare today to launch, remember, rebuild, and renew, to strengthen those roots, we remember that the Tree of Life has always been a welcoming and caring and warm place for so many in our communities from one generation to the next. And through this campaign, we seek to work with a state-of-the-art campus. Tree of Life will reach beyond the walls that we know today and into all the neighborhoods in our community, into a space of inclusion and collaboration, a cooperative space located here at the Tree of Life Center. It will be bringing together different stakeholder organizations and groups in a shared environment, and the new and the realigned space will be welcoming and accessible for people of all ages, of all abilities, all walks of life and all backgrounds. And it will be flexible, it'll be collaborative, and it'll be evolving over the course of time to meet the community needs for the generations to come. The Tree of Life history is long and it's treasured. And the comprehensive and holistic plan that we have before us today and this visionary approach through the Remember, Rebuild, and Renew project provides with honor that treasured history and protects it for many years to come. I'm very honored to be here today and joined by many of my colleagues who I recognize. Representative Dan Frankel, who's not able to join us, was an instrumental part of this conversation about supporting this particular project and what needed to be done in our community. I'm also joined by Representative Ed Gainey and Representative Jake Wheatley and Representative Austin Davis as well, who've also been a big part of the work that we do in a collaborative way to address some of the things that we've talked about related to the H word. And as we go forward, I think that's going to be the conversation we collectively have in Pittsburgh, Harrisburg, and across this Commonwealth. Thank you for the opportunity to be a part of this project. I am very honored to be a part of it, and I thank everyone for allowing me to participate. Thank you. Now I'm going to call the governor back to take some questions regarding the project, and we'll go from there.
Happy to take any questions. Yes?
Do you know how much the total cost of the project?
No, and I don't think the rabbi, we don't know what the total cost of the project is.
Still evolving.
Evolving. Any other, yes?
What are some of the ways that the money's going to be spent?
That's also evolving, but I think again the point is to create a place to remember, to rebuild, to actually promote the healing that we all want to have.
Making practically rabbi, as you think now, what would be the role of a
Holocaust Center of Pittsburgh, and can anything yet be said about the other congregations who were here prior to what happened that day?
Pardon me, Governor. I'm unaccustomed to stepping in front of you for a press conference. And so far as the other congregations, I think you need to reach out to them directly to see what their path is moving forward. So far as the Holocaust Center, we're still, again, evolving what all of these things will look like. But I can say this, that this site will be a place of memory. It'll be a site of education, and it'll be a site of prayer. Beyond that, it's still a work in progress. So we don't have specifics to be able to share with you at this time. Once we do, you will all know.
Rabbi, are there any immediate repairs? I know you're doing the windows. Any other immediate repairs to the building?
No.
Where did you learn to do that? That's good. Anything else? Okay, thank you very much. Thanks everybody again.